Hello there and welcome back, Cozy Club. As always, it is a beautiful day for a little bit of DSA, and finally, yes, finally, Club Conquest has been reworked or refreshed. Either way, we have been waiting for this for a very long time. Now, just in case you don't know or you're newer to the channel, I haven't done a lot of Club Conquest content, and for the main reason of we've been waiting for this rework to happen. And I didn't want to make videos that got outdated and weren't useful a month from now. However, now Club Conquest has been refreshed with pretty much everything changed for a big positive, a big pro, with really only one con, and that is what we're going to talk about in today's video. The changes to Club Conquest, and most importantly, why clubs are important and where you can join them, where you can find them, and why is it something that you need to make sure that you're active in, especially if you're an active player within Disney Sorcerer's Arena. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump into today's video, break down the newest update to Club Conquest, and then just talk about the game mode altogether. So the very first thing we're going to talk about on today's video, my friends, I'm going to just ask you guys a question and I want you to put it down in the comments below. Now, I already am anticipating I'm going to see tier list, Cozy, where's the tier list? And I can rest assured the work is being done behind the scenes. It's not something I wanted to rush. Wanted to make sure with all those changes that it's coming. But most importantly, I want to ask you guys, comment down below. Do you all want to see more Club Conquest content, like the best Club Conquest defenses, strategies, and different things that you can do to utilize your club the best in this game mode, and most importantly, have the most fun while playing Club Conquest? Now, for the most part, Club Conquest has always been a lot of fun, but there's been some weird difficulties within the game mode. It's taken way too long for the game mode to go through. There's been a lot of double teaming 2v1 on the clubs and some weird inconsistencies along the way, and definitely not good enough rewards to incentivize players to go ahead and participate for their club. So let's go. With that all being said, here is the graphic of what they've changed with Club Conquest. We're going to break through each of it, and then I'm going to give my thoughts, talk about the pros, talk about the cons, and then we'll end with the club content. So taking a look at this graphic right here, you guys are going to go ahead and see that they've got a brand new schedule for Club Conquest with the new hours up above, and then there is all of the changes down below. Now, there's going to be a lot to take away. There's a lot of information coming at you, but pretty much to sum up everything you are reading, it comes down to a few short bullet points that we'll kind of discuss and talk about the massive changes within the game mode. Now, the absolute biggest things to highlight from this graphic is going to be the following. You guys can see the massive point difference in getting a victory. You're going to be getting a lot more points, from 15 points all the way up to 125 now. We'll explain how that kind of comes into effect and how it affects the entire game mode. The rewards are going to get a lot more bumped up, and then on top of that, defense is going to matter more. You can use more of that roster, and it's going to take less overall points to score a victory for your club. Now again, Cozy Club, Club Conquest always had a great skeleton behind it, but it had a few kind of critical, massive errors or mistakes, if you will. First and foremost, people were just not able to get their entire club to participate in the game mode. The schedule was way too long. The phasing, the planning, the entire thing, just hard to get over 50 people in a club to collaborate for that long of a time. There was a lot of collusions with 2v1s that wasn't going well. And altogether, all of this energy that your club leaders had to go through was for such minimal rewards. And so they're fixing all of that. First and foremost, again, you don't have to get near as many wins for your club, and each battle is going to be a lot more important because your defense is holding up. It's going to give you a lot more points, and securing the victory is also going to get you massive amount of points. Now, the key points to take away from that giant wall of text we showed you guys earlier is, first and foremost, Club Conquest is going to be a whole lot shorter. I mean, massively shorter, which is going to make it a lot more fun for the entire club to come together, get the game mode done, have fun doing it, go and give it your all, and then get some decent rewards to boot. So that's a great first bonus. Second of all, it's going to reduce the amount with all those notes. One thing that this is going to do is, with the win change and all the massive points going to defeating a tower and defeating teams, you're going to be getting a lot more points, which is going to reduce the overall 1v1v1. Now, eventually, I want to see this be a 1v1 game mode. Really, 3 doesn't work because there's always a little bit of collusion. However, if, let's say, blue and green team want to take on the red team here, they're going to be missing out on each other, getting those precious points from the victory and actually giving us more of an advantage trying to take out more towers. So that's going to reduce that down. It's going to reduce the time altogether. And then also, again, like we talked about, the rewards are going to get a lot better, and I'm really curious to see what they're going to be exactly. Just like with the new game modes coming out, all of these need to have really good incentivizing rewards, especially gold and runes. That's really what everyone is looking for. And again, if they can create a massive chest for first place, maybe a little something for second and third, they definitely are going to increase participation and overall just club participation, because guys, I can't tell you enough how important it is to be in a club within Disney Sorcerer's Arena. Now, quickly, if you are kind of missing out of a club or you're not finding one that's a right fit for you, feel free to go ahead and check out my Discord. I've got the link below and in the comments, and we've got a looking for a club section. You guys feel free to post your roster in there, and we're going to really clean up that channel and make it easier for you guys to join different clubs and find the right fit for you. And now is the time to join a club. We just saw all the new announced game modes, all the milestone rewards, the different rewards for tower, and there's just too many rewards that you're missing out on as a free-to-play player, or if you pay in the game, to not be in a club. You've got to find one. If you don't like talking to people, there's a fit for you as well, but definitely something that you want to find, and I'm hoping that these changes bring a lot of life to this game mode. Again, I plan on doing some defense videos and a lot of other strategy videos with this game mode overall, and hopefully with this, the new PvP, there's a lot of life kind of brought into some of these older game modes. Club Dungeon looks like it's going to get fixed up, so they're going through bit by bit and fixing up each of these game modes. It is going to be absolutely vital for you and your club to know exactly what kind of defenses to set and what teams can take out other teams to get the punch up, like using Oceanics to take down Mythicals. You're going to really want to focus on getting those wins, get your defenses set correctly so that we can go ahead and make sure that you're going to give your club the best chance of defending the tower, because they increase the points from the tower as well. You guys can see the big difference between the defense holds from 5 points to 15 points. There's only going to be one combat phase that's going to save all that time like we were talking about. And then the usable characters for attacks and defense are now going to be increased from 50 to 70. So just in case you've got a club member that's not really participating, you can pick up the pace a little bit more, or depend on the whales in your club with those big teams to set a little bit more defenses, and you can concentrate on more of your more powerful units to create a few strong defenses rather than a lot and not really be able to fill out the roster or the tower protections for your squad. So there is one con, and that's going to be how short it truly is. Now, it was way too long before, but the one thing I do want to mention is it is very short now, and that is just naturally going to really hurt some time zones that play this game. And sadly, for Europe, and more specifically for East Asia or just Asia altogether, I mean, it's going to be the middle of the night for them. And so I really hope they figure something out. That's definitely a big con. And it's tough to find a game that can fit kind of all time zones. But 12-hour game modes usually need to be 24 hours just to make sure that everybody has a fair piece of the pie. And it's something that I hope they definitely look at. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you want to see. And on top of that, guys, let me know as well if you guys want to go ahead and get a Club Conquest defense guide out next week. I'll make it a priority, and we'll try to get that out there so that you can give your club the best chance for survival. And with all of that being said, my friends, I hope you guys have a tremendous rest of your day. Club Conquest got the much needed changes, dungeons on the way, and we just talked about the PvP. So bright days ahead for DSA. My friends, don't forget to subscribe to the Cozy Club, like the video as it helps a ton with the algorithm and show support to the channel. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and you know what to do. Stay cozy.